Well, here we go. It's wide open. We got 1 day and 35 food plots. It's go time.
Being able, there's a difference in pressuring deer and hunting and not pressure. Like you can hunt a deer and not pressure.
That's right.
100%.
That's right.
But if it's a plot, and I guess we'll dive right into a couple scenarios here at the testing grounds. But if it's a spot you can't get into, and every time you're coming in and out, the conditions got to be right. You got to go in to kill that day.
That's right.
And then you have to be willing to sit out.
That's right.
If that's your spot to hunt and you went in to kill him and you didn't, you're going to have to give it some time. So if you can create situations, and that's where Shield was born.
Yeah.
This is the first real good checking we've done of it. Yeah, you can definitely sneak down through here.
What's the best time to put this out? Is there really?
It's going to vary on your location. But down here, we should have been putting it wide open, ideal situation if everything's ready. We would have put it in June, but in
the first part of June.
Midwest, I would say, end of April, May, y'all are putting it in the ground.
As soon as that ground gets to what, about 55 degrees, you'd say ground temperature? Yeah.
But this is, like I said, it's probably bumping 7 foot now in a month and a half, and it's still got a solid 2 months of growing here.
Right.
And something else about it, with the stages like Cody was talking about, it makes it so thick.
You're right. 7 foot's plenty tall enough. What's more important is you have this base so it stand up, because
like if you lean down,
you can't see through it.
10 times as thick here, which is where you
Right, exactly. I'm excited about it, man. I could think of so many ways back up in the Midwest to utilize this. We planted as barriers, and I planted some other small, because we have bigger plot, plant it in small blotches just to get so the deer fare safe in there. So you have
manipulate the deer travel.
Yep, exactly.
Was come up with a product to allow to be able to hunt scenarios you normally wouldn't. We'll jump right into a food plot we call Big 10.
Mm-hmm.
So we show up on this property three years ago.
That's the kidney shake one? Did y'all take pictures of all the time?
No, but same concept. Mm-hmm. So it was
us three on
side by side. We got a new place. We look at the map and we're like, all right, we got 4 boss buck feeders, all we got. So let's try to cover as much ground. We're gonna see what we got. Well, we pulled into this one. It was the only reason we went back there was because that was kind of the southeast corner or the east or the western side of the place. And so we go in there. It's like, all right, let's put it up.
And it was in August. Corn's starting to be cut around here. Soybeans are starting to turn a little bit.
And our crops were on that side.
And our crops on that side. So that was going to be trying to get as close as we could to get some food. So
we figured the deer numbers would be higher over there.
Out of the crop field.
So we go in there, and in the food plot, originally it was a 3-acre mulch. They had mulched out 3 acres. This is all in WRCRP. So we got to be extremely careful. What's mulched, what's in it, what's not, all that. Same deal as Illinois or Iowa and Kansas. So we go in there, it's 3 acres mulch. We put the feeder in the back, put it, boom, first night. It's 4 deer over 150, and they came straight to it. And we're like,
got the code to the gate.
And we're like, holy cow, this is going to be one of the best food plots on the place. 2 weeks later, they call us, hey, we kind of messed up. We mulched that new spot out. It's supposed to be 7 acres instead of 3.
Oh.
So we got all these deer on this feeder, and they running a mulcher in there. So they mulch out the back 4. Well, we're like, man, it's going to be toast. Deer's still on the feeder. Still on the feeder. We're not paying attention to daylight and all that. It's just he's there.
Yeah.
So we
But
come
when you
in.
go back and look, it's all dark.
So we come in there, and it's like, this is first year. So this is a 3-year process. We come in there first year. We plant the whole field. Man, 7-acre food plot. We're going to have every deer in there. This is the best. I remember Chris. Mm-hmm. So we kind of drew straws in December, and Chris is like, I'm hunting Big 10 area. And we're like, all right. So I hunted this area, and Keith hunted over here. So he had several stands there, different winds. It was an area, so Chris was going to hunt. He goes in there to the Big 10 plot. Now he's hunting the Big 10. That's the reason it's named that. And he ended up, a
He
dealer
was a
ended up
big one.
shooting him, and he's like 164, I think 165. Beautiful deer. Well, no daylight pictures. Chris goes in there, sits there all afternoon, 7-acre food plot, staring out into space. Beautiful food plot. And I think it was Big 3. We might have mixed some clover or something in it, but Big 3 went.
We were just
And-
trying to get stuff planted that
Yeah,
year.
and we got the
But
lease
we-
late this August, so we're a lot of limited. We're just planting. All right, so
Planted
we
right
hu-
into mulch ground.
planted right into mulch ground.
Yeah.
And so it first year that plot was terrible. I mean, it just there was no daylight activity. Chris sit there all afternoon.
I
He's
sat
like,
there
dude,
3
last
days in a
20
row.
minutes, I can see deer out in the oaks. They're making their way, and then I can't see the corner, and they just pile out 20 deer. It's like, okay, it did that all year. So I was like, all right, next year we're gonna condense it back down.
Yeah.
So we come back in, and second year we come in, and I said, all right, we're gonna plant turnips, trophy acre in the front, and then we're gonna let the back grow up. Well, we did that, worked great. Daylight, early season, daylight. Then next thing I know, the food plot was too small. Ate everything down, nothing but the bulbs left, they move on. Lesson learned. All right, beautiful food plot. We had shield around the front. It was embedded, had a box stand, you know.
It was how big that year?
2 acres.
2 acres,
Probably.
okay.
And we let the rest grow up. So I was like, all right, lesson learned. They ate everything down. So this moves into year 3 last year. We came in, moved the box stand to the back because that's where they wanted to be. We were trying to pull them too far. We put shield on the entire front side.
Boxed it in.
We mowed a lane to the box in the back. We kept 20 feet of shield in front of the box. You could literally walk in there, 15 deer in the field, come up. Si comes down.
We're at backwoods testing grounds on a big fine food plot. And they also got a feeder over there. We seen about, probably 15 deer yesterday evening. We set this same location. 5 or 6 bucks. I knew I'd seen the fall. Oh yeah. Pretty buck. Oh, good grief. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, look at that sucker. Man. You ever shot you a drop time? First drop time. Man, he's got what? Almost 3 of them.
Pretty thing. And they're palmented.
Man, big old Roman nose on him.
Yeah.
He's mature.
Good buck.
He broke off something right here.
Fighting. Help.
But man, that is awesome.
I knew I pulled left or pulled down.
Yeah. But you still got him. He didn't make it far, did he?
No. Pretty buck.
Man, congrats, Si. That's awesome. Happy for you.
Si, what have you done?
I'm killing stickers.
Si, that thing looks like you. It's
He's got
kind
a lot
of
of
freaky and weird and
He's got a lot of character.
a lot of character. Well,
He's pretty
welcome to
dear,
Buck
too.
Commander.
That's
I
what
wish
I'm
we'd have
talking
got you when you was younger now. See?
Well, see,
Hey, I mean, how many deer would you have killed?
Oh,
Hundreds.
good, hundreds, boy. That may be thousands.
Congratulations. Langy got one too.
Well, that's
Sweet.
a pretty one, though. I like it.
That thing's cool, yeah.
To learn more and see additional content, make sure you follow Backwoods Premium Wildlife Products social media pages. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Well, we're in our favorite plot, the Big 10 plot. It's a beautiful green, lush Big 6 plot. It's a big, heavy 7-pointed deer the other evening. And just didn't work out. The deer got away from us. But we just sneaking in through the shield. Got in with 7 deer in the field already, so I think we're gonna have a really good sit. We got the wind to our face, and then they'll feed out in front of us. It's gonna be a good time. I have a feeling. It's just love. Making it full. As my buddy Rutt Daniels would say, he didn't go 20. Bug down in the sip, baby. Give me some of that. Yes. Freaking right. Testing grounds. Drops another one, baby. Oh, yes. I can't believe it. There's something about coming in and hunting one specific deer. And that deer coming out gets me tore up from the flow up. Yes. God, dig it. What an awesome week. Give me some of that, brother. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, that was awesome, man. And it was early. This is a deer we were hunting all week. We had one encounter with him. deer got away, and he's been around here every day. He just never would come out on this plot. Whew, man, I'm jacked up. I dig it. This is more. I enjoyed this part just as much as shooting an animal. Look at this shield they have planted all over. You can sneak into these blinds, get in and out, never spook the deer. Nothing. I don't think the food plots are in a drought anymore. That sucker's getting bigger as we're getting closer. Ain't no ground shrinkage here. What? Son. Look at the body on this beast. Huh? Oh, look at that stud. Talk about a Mississippi hammer. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. Heavy horn. Big body. Oh my God, this thing's been eating good. Mississippi buck, huh? The testing grounds has grown another giant. God, look how that's one thing I can't get over. We mid-January, and these deer are so big and fat and healthy. God, oh, what an awesome, awesome buck. Huge thanks to Cody and Joey, all the guys at Small Town Hunting, Backwoods Premium Products, for letting us come out here. We had an awesome week with the sweepstakes hunter, Robbie. Unfortunately, he didn't get a buck, but we came back to the stand because we had an encounter with this deer the other night right at dark, and man, I'm so glad we came back. It was a flip of a coin to go here or another spot, and it was the right flip, I can tell you that. What a buck, man. God dig it.
Si comes down. He shoots the double drop tine out of it. Jacob Landry, absolutely incredible hunt. 15, 20 does out there by 3:30 in the afternoon. Here comes a big, mature, giant Mississippi 7-point, like just stud.
Yeah.
Unbelievable hunt. And then Joey, there's a 6-year-old deer, old as dirt, and he always had a blade on this side.
Yeah.
He shoots him at 3:45. All the deer were shot. Well, Si shot his in the morning time, broad daylight, to get into a food plot in the morning, completely hidden.
Yeah.
And then Joey's deer was 3:30 in the afternoon, and it totally changed.
Yeah.
So food plot structure.
Yeah.
More is not always better. We actually are condensing down a 7-acre food plot down to 3 acres, created cover. So it's that is a really cool. Those are 3 really cool hunts. They won't mean near as much when you watch the hunt as it will watching that food plot over 3 years become a non-existent, never on the map when we're drawing stands. It never came up.
But I always had some of the biggest shooters early, so you wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Let's say you've only got 50 acres. You know, you don't have to have a lot of land.
Yeah.
Do this. Instead of bouncing around and just going everywhere, be intentional. Go pick you out. Try not to be a 1-acre spot. Try to get a 3 or 4 acre spot, you know, where you can plant some food in so that you're going to hold deer through the majority of the season, okay? And then do exactly what you guys just said. Put shield, something that's going to almost give you a block wall to get into that blind and to see over in there.
Yep.
Deer also love a soft edge. So if you've got a block of timber back here, here's your food plot, a soft edge such as shield. Shield's a little tall for a soft edge.
Right.
If you're just wanting to save money and you're in the South.
You can plant it later.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. I'm going to steal that one.
What you consider the shield 90 day? Is that?
Well, I mean, technically it'd be, I guess, 90 to 100, I would say.
Yeah.
See, I got some I'm about to plant at the house. It's just kind of covering so that you can't see as much from the road. I was thinking about this morning. I better hurry up and do that.
Yep.
But if you can give that soft edge where deer walks out of a timber and they've got grasses that are 4 or 5 feet tall, they're still hidden.
Yeah.
But you elevate, even if you're only 6 foot off the ground, you can see them. And I can't tell you why, but big mature deer, or I just say mature deer, they really love that transition period before they walk out of a block of timber, and the first step is on that bare food plot that's just ground level.
It's like shocking to them.
Yeah, it is. And if you could,
It's
mature
like
deer
mature
doesn't like to be surprised.
Yeah.
He likes to walk out and study things, look around, you know. And what you'll notice with that is you'll increase the daylight activity of that deer to ease on out in that plot. And again, going back to a 40-acre, 50-acre, that's all you got. If you're very intentional about creating only one plot, you know, a way to get in and get out, never, I always say, don't be a walk-in, hunt back kind of guy.
Yeah.
Never walk to the other end of the plot and hunt back.
Yeah.
I mean, if there is just some crazy reason, you know, that you got to do it, okay. But I'm just telling you, you got about 1 to 2 times to do that, and that's done for the season. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to be so intentional about this stuff. And I know everybody in this room has done this, but like right there around the house, if I got a field full of deer and I can't get out because some plots are harder to get out, or maybe the deer are closer, or the wind or whatever, I'll call my wife. Hey, pull down here. Pull down here.
Yeah.
Because that car, you know, certain areas, deer get used to things that don't bother them. You know, I'm sure every one of us done that, howled like a coyote or something like that. But if you can ingress and egress, I'm 100%. People don't realize, they think, oh, I got 60 acres, 50 acres, 40 acres to hunt. I need options.
Yeah.
Listen, that deer, and look, this applies to 500 acres too. That deer leaves your place every day. He leaves it every day. If you don't think, call your neighbors and look at their cameras. They leave it every day.
Agreed.
So if you can just create one thing, and usually in the South, most people don't have 3-acre, 3-acre, 5-acre food plots. It's not really a thing. Like if you pull on a piece of property to sell and it's got a 1-acre food plot, say, oh, you got a good, nice, big food plot. I like 2, 3 bigger. So if you can create something your neighbor doesn't have, you're gonna have deer that your neighbor doesn't have. And this is something my clients think is funny, but if we're all 19 years old, all right, and we're chasing women, that's what the bucks are doing in the rut. We not going to Jackson to the bar that's got 2 or 3 girls. We going to the one that's got 50 girls. That's what a big food plot is.
That's right.
And if you get 50 girls coming to this big food plot, chances are one of them's going to be smelling right, and that buck's going to come there. So if you can create the grocery store that's also the bar room, you're going to win.